To the auto space, Mahindra announces the prices for its latest EVs. Puneet joins us with more details on that as to how Mahindra priced its latest launches and how does it compare to its peers. Puneet, take it away.
Well, thanks for that. So they have announced the pricing of the Pack 3, which is essentially the higher battery, offering a higher range for both the BE6 as well as the XEV 9e, which is the electric vehicle cars that they've launched back in November. Now they have mentioned that it has range of about more than 600 kilometers in the affordable category range. It can't be called affordable, but the 18 to 26 lakh range. They have mentioned that the top variant of the BE6 will be priced at around 26.9 lakhs, while the top variant of the XEV 9e will be priced at almost 30.5 lakhs. So they are offering a better range on a higher battery, but of course comes with a cost. Apart from that, we just did a comparison with that and the listed peer Tata Motors and its launch of the Curve, and it essentially says that because there's a clear difference in pricing, of course, but that's also led by the battery ranges as well. So the M&M BE6 as well as the XEV has a higher battery of 59 kilowatt in the base variant and a 79 kilowatt battery in the premium and the Pack 3 variant, which we spoke about. While on the other hand, for Tata Curve, it's around between 45 kilowatt hour and 55 kilowatt hour is the battery size. That impacts the range of both these vehicles as well. So for the range purposes, for the BE6 is almost about 680 kilometers, while the XEV is around 656 kilometers of range on a full single charge, while that for something like a Tata Curve is around 500 kilometers as per tests conducted by the agencies. The other aspect is that in terms of targets from brokerages is another factor to look at, because Nuvama is estimating roughly 48,000 vehicles to be sold by someone like a Mahindra and Mahindra in FY26, which will only be electric vehicles, and that's close to the target that the management has also given of about 5,000 vehicles per month starting FY26. In comparison, Nomura is expecting for Tata Motors to have roughly about 72,000 vehicles to be sold in this particular FY25, and that will subsequently be increased to about 1 lakh vehicles in FY27. So despite being a late starter for Mahindra, they're able to catch up to the targets of something like a Tata Motors as well, while we've seen competition from the unlisted players such as MG Motors being one of the key ones, which has the number 2 market share in terms of electric vehicles. Finally, in terms of valuation, was also important that both these companies have raised capital specifically for the electric vehicle venture, which might eventually list going forward in the future as well. For Tata Motors, based on their previous fundraise, the company is valued, the electric vehicle arm is valued at about $9.1 billion, while Mahindra is valued higher at about $9.8 billion. And for Mahindra, we are expecting the company to have a certain fundraise as well. They've already mentioned that BII will be investing 650 crores over the next few months in the company, and over the next 3 years, the company is expected to invest 12,000 crores only in the electric vehicle arm, while they're also investing 15,000 crores in the petrol variant as well. So overall, both these are very close to each other in terms of competition, but Mahindra seems to have cracked the premium car market with its extra features and of course with the valuation as well.
All right, so Puneet, thank you so much for breaking that down for us in such a detailed manner. Rajesh, I'll come to you on this one. How do you perceive this new pricing for Mahindra EVs?
Your colleague said it right. Although it's termed as affordable SUV, 25 lakhs is not at all affordable, I think, for a general public. But still, it's very exciting news. It's on the features are as good as Land Rover, I would say. I've seen the details. And Mahindra and Mahindra as a company is not only a play on passenger vehicles, but farm equipments too. And in the recent management conversation, I have heard through media that they are going to scale up their international business with their existing distribution channels, which they already have. They have moved into EV in a big way, and that's a big positive for the company. But at this time, I think the valuations have already discounted all the positives. If it falls by around 5% from these levels, that would be a good entry point for Mahindra and Mahindra. For long term, it's a good buy in auto pack.
Right, so M&M, a good play in terms of the auto pack as well. But let's quickly